The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthinking. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
That ball caught by Campbell. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. O'Neal. And caught by Henry.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Down right around the 25. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
That's complete to Slayton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Burrow will throw.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 37. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st down. Here's Burrow. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength that kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very 1st possession.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but We know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at the 36-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified. Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Steps away. He finds his running back, Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Henry running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Patriots are an extra point away from drawing level. No problem there on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back here for Slayton, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses happen their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll run it again with Henry. Runs through another. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing on 1st down, O'Neal. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Zachary Carter got in there that time for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 3rd and long. O'Neal. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Eluding the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
He completes it to Henry. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Paris Campbell, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow, he's going to go up top again. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Ja'Marr Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They begin with Henry. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no run back here for Slayton, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
On 2.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. The center receiver in motion to the right. Now Burrow on first down. And this one is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
11 empty.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
12. Gotta go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Burrow looking to pass. And this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And now this is going to be close. They stopped him, and they did. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. The Pats at the line ready to go. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running left, it's Henry. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their...
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Patriots have moved out in front. The extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Play action. It's Burrow. Touchdown! Darius Slayton, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. O'Neal. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, O'Neal. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
To Connor on the check down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minute.
And this is going to be intercepted. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. Looking to throw. O'Neal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Back to Mixon on second down. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
This time Burrow will look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
From just shy of midfield. Burrow, open man is Chase, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Ja'Marr Chase with career touchdown number 60. And the Bengals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On 1st and 10, O'Neal. Back to the... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
No gain on the play there, second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Back to Mixon on second down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They just go up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cincinnati, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for New England, it's a slip-up that could cost them as they drop now to 12-3. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.